Okay, it's been a while since I posted something, so I thought I would do a exercise I did when I first got this deck, which I find fun, which is basically you lay out all the cards and you let instinct just guide you to which ones you need to see right now, and get to know the cards better. Again, this is my Faeries Oracle deck, one of my more favorite card decks to work with. So let's see where it takes us. And this is just something that helps me work through stuff for myself, and some people prefer tarot. Personally, I enjoy the oracle decks more usually, but again, I need to work with the tarot more often, so I probably won't be working with this one again for a little while at least, unless you guys want to see more of this one. So let's see here. Might take a little while for me to lay them all out. And I think the first time I did this, I got a singer card and honesty, I think was the other card. And it spiked my curiosity to see more and learn more about them. And I always forget how many. This might take a moment. And the backs of these cards have, where's the camera? Some wonderful fairy creatures. I like to think of them mostly as the goblins that Brian Froud is well known for with his artwork. And you can actually turn them either way and they'll make different kinds of faces, which is fun. Very playful, which I enjoy, to have a playful attitude when I'm working with the cards. Can't be too serious all the time, right? But yeah, let's see here. Almost done. A faster way to do this, I suppose, would be to just let them arch out. Figures I didn't set this up quite right. Okay, well. Let's see. Let's just go on extra. there we go. Nice and even looking. Okay, well, let's see. How many will I flip? I always tend to do 3 card pulls, so go with a different number this time. Well, the first time I did this, I just did 2 cards. So, in holding with that, I suppose I will just do 2 this time. And next time, maybe more than that. Don't really have a question in mind. So, in the spirit of things, I'll keep it to open. What I need to know now, I guess, and who I need to get to know more in this deck, I suppose. Keep things open. Let's see. Sylvanius, card 34. And I'll give you guys a closer look at that real quick. Let's see if you can get a good look at that one. Artwork is beautiful, of course. There's a mask. Fairy holds a sword. Then there is a smaller fairy, but is full of light, which I find very beautiful. And you have some pretty interesting looking, maybe a gnome and a pixie. Very beautiful. Anyway, I love the symbol of a mask and the sword. I'm sure it has some solid meaning to it. Overall, good impressions, and it's upright, so that's nice. And I will look that up. And then one more card. Let's see. Maybe someday I can do this live and you guys can pick something. Let's see. Upside down. I think I've actually seen him not that long ago, so this is probably something I need to pay attention to. Let you guys get a closer look at him. This one is called Hopia. Hopia. Yeah, and he's upside down, but I'll let you look at him upright. Mischievous looking figure, and he's upside down when I found him. 61, I think, is the number. Yeah, 61. So we will look these two up. Let's see. $34 was the first. Oh. Sylvanius. It starts at the bottom of this page. Truth, cutting through deception, clarity. Oh, see, I knew that sword was going to have a purpose. And truth, I'm sure, and clarity has to do with that mask. Oh, yep, starting to read it. Brian called this painting The Mask of Truth, True Dreaming. Sylvanus, who holds the Mask of Truth, is Lord of the Woodlands, his crown of antler branches signifying his authority. He presents the mask to us, supported by the Fairy of Aspiration, as she welcomes us to her own potential. We wear the mask to look inward, seeing our true selves, not our false and fearful selves, but the beings of light that we truly are and what we have the potential to be. It becomes very difficult for us to make excuses and blame others for our failures and fears once we have seen what we could be if we were willing, what in fact we already are but are not quite living up to. And there's more, of course. Let's see, it was upright. At this time, you are discovering new truths about yourself. They are essential for you to know in order to create relationships based on mutual respect, affection, and trust. These things can only work if we see ourselves and others as we are. Currently, both fairy and this world are functioning as a giant mirror in which we see ourselves in many surprising ways. People tend to dread this because we assume that we are worse than we think we are, but this is far from necessarily true. Now is the time for finding out the false and misleading beliefs you have accepted and discovering that you are a better person than you thought and have the potential to accomplish more than you believed you could. If someone says you are better or simply different than you think you are, don't automatically reject this. Think it over carefully. You have more to give and more to enjoy than you have been giving yourself credit for. Oh. Well, that's nice. Let's see. Habia. Which one was he? 61. And I have seen him before. Oh, yep, that makes sense. Basic description is imaginary fears, unreal hazards, and realistic caution. He refuses to tell me what the G in his name stands for. And the name of the card again is Jihabia. Because, he says, the more we know about him, the less power he has, and the harder it is to do his job. This tells you a lot about him. His powers lie in our imaginations and fears, not in the real world. Not in any of the real worlds. This is the wicked thing in the closet who keeps frightened children awake at night with eerie snuffling and wuffling sounds. But when you turn on the light and open the door, he isn't there. Brian wrote, he exists only through the collection of our fears. The Habia thrives on fears getting stronger and stronger until we face him. He is a sham, a tiny fear blown out of proportion, and the smallest positive thought will banish him. All of Fairyland knows this, and none is afraid of him. Let's see, this was reversed. And that's the next card after Jihabia. The Glanconar. Reversed, on the other hand, perhaps there's a wicked thing in the closet, waiting for the lights to be turned out. Check things out carefully. Sometimes our fears are justified. It is important for us to learn to distinguish between the imaginary and the real. It's very true. Yeah. So, things to consider. There are imagined fears. I suppose this speaks to anxiety I have sometimes about things. You can be anxious about things even though they aren't really things to be anxious about, of course. But I like to feel prepared, and I suppose that helps, even if it's not something that I have to worry about in the now. Beautiful cards, again. I love the artwork. Again, this deck was created by Brian Froud, and the writing and the text is by Jessica Macbeth. And they did a wonderful job, in my opinion. Anyway, I hope to do more with this deck in the future for you guys if you're interested. But I should probably try to focus more on the tarot again. Anyway, thank you for sitting with me and looking some of these over. Hope to do it again for you guys soon. Bye. Oh, like and subscribe if you liked this, and let me know what you think, and I'll try some other layouts sometime. Probably will do a nail video, and of course the weekly poll will be happening for the rune cards. Hope to hear from you guys soon, and let me know what you think.